How's it going, guys? Good morning and welcome to Tactical Lunacy. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 top misconceptions about concealed carry and debunking those misconceptions. So number 1 is going to be carrying a concealed weapon with a round in the chamber when you're new to carrying a concealed weapon. I want to say it's absolutely essential to carry with a round in the chamber. Carrying a pistol without a round in the chamber, period, is pretty dangerous. Um, Most situations that warrant your pistol being drawn certainly won't allow you the time to draw it, then rack the slide, then aim, and then go through your trigger squeeze. If you've made the decision to carry a concealed weapon, it's your responsibility, your job, your duty to learn how to safely carry that pistol while loaded in a level 1 condition in public. And if you're not comfortable carrying it in a level 1, which means that there's a round in the chamber and it's ready to go, don't carry it until you're completely familiar and confident with that system. And you're doing yourself a disservice and you're doing the public around you a disservice, and you could actually end up hurting somebody or yourself more. These weapons now are modern enough and they've come a long way where there's very little risk in it misfiring, and which essentially means just it going off for no reason while it's in your pants or in your purse, however you're carrying it. So if that's your only concern, no need to worry, guys. Carry a gun that's safe, get a good quality weapon, and carry it with confidence. Number 2 misconception is that you must carry the smallest pistol possible, and I don't think anything could be further from accurate. There's a lot of very small, ultra concealed carry pistols on the market. As you can see, pictured here is the Glock lineup going from their full size all the way to their subcompact, and the size difference. But physical and mental comfort is huge when carrying a concealed weapon. So you need to find a weapon that feels good in your hand and you can shoot accurately, but also is concealable. So for me, I could theoretically carry a Glock 17, which is a full-sized Glock. However, that's easy for me to shoot and it's more accurate to shoot, but it's not super comfortable to carry. I find myself in the middle. I carry a Glock 19 concealed and open carry, and it kind of meets the best of both worlds for me, but that meets my body size and style and what I could feel comfortable with. A female or somebody with a smaller frame might need a subcompact, but you have to realize the barrel length is directly related to accuracy. So the shorter the barrel, the shorter the grip, the less accurate that weapon's going to be. So take them out shooting. Don't just get a gun because it's small and it'll fit in your pocket. Really think about what your need is, why you're going to carry a gun, where you're going to be carrying that gun, and then make your purchase based on your needs, not off what the gun store salesman tells you. Number 3 is going to be the age-long debate of 9mm doesn't have enough stopping power. You have to carry a 45. And again, let me just tell you, absolutely inaccurate. Anybody who tells me a 22 long rifle doesn't have the stopping power, tell them, okay, let me shoot you with it. And nobody's taken me up on my offer yet. As you can see posted on the screen here is a chart of penetration percentage and number of shots to incapacitate. And as you can see, all the rounds are within a certain or a very close percentage of each other, and no round is a great enough, drastically different to warrant and saying don't carry this round. I personally carry 9mm because it's cheap, it's affordable. I've got a ton of it stockpiled already, so that's just what I carry. I've carried 40, I've carried 45, and I'm not a fan of 40. And 45, I would carry 45. I don't have a problem with 45, but I just don't have any of it, and I don't want to have too many guns that vary in calibers. So what I've done is I've chosen 9mm, and now everything I buy in handgun is in 9mm, just so I only have to worry about having one type of ammunition. It's universal, it fits every gun I have. I don't have to have a bunch of different ammunition stockpiled, but for me, I would choose between a 9mm handgun and a 45 caliber handgun, just for those reasons. Moving right along to number 4 is new concealed carriers should only carry revolvers. And while it's true, revolvers are extremely easy to operate and extremely lightweight, and I would say probably more comfortable to conceal carry. And while you're not necessarily wrong for concealed carrying a revolver, I don't like them based on the limited magazine capacity. Most of them only shoot 6 shots or 5, but most of them carry six shots. And you know, most gun battles obviously don't. You're most likely never going to be in a gun battle at all. But what if you need that 7th shot? What if you need that 8th shot? And I'm not saying you have to carry 30 rounds with you all the time, but it's nice to have a magazine system that's reloadable. I can carry 15 rounds in my Glock 19, which is pretty comparable in size to a revolver. Yeah, it's a little bit thicker, it's a little bit longer, but for almost triple the capacity, I'm willing to take it. And then I have spare magazines in my truck, spare magazines in various places where you can almost my plan would be to shoot my way back to the truck in a retreat situation, and if the fight is still continuing when I get back to that area, then I have the capability to reload. And not saying you can't reload a revolver, obviously you can, but it's every 6 shots versus every 15. So think about that. Yeah, they're comfortable. Yeah, they're extremely reliable, extremely easy to operate, but so is a semi-automatic pistol. And with a small amount of training, anybody could be capable of firing a semi-automatic pistol just as easily. The fifth and final point to this video would be the typical liberal approach of why do you even need a gun? And as you can see quite clearly here, the reasons why you need each gun. I've concealed carry for a long time. Thankfully, I've never had to act on that. However, if you should have to act on it, wouldn't it be better to have the ability? If I have to go to the store, I have a car to take me there. If I need to protect myself, I have a gun to do that. Um, I understand. I don't understand, but I've listened to their points of why you don't need a gun, and the only point that they put across is that the police carry guns and call the police if you have a problem. Well, I don't know where you live, but we have 45-minute to 3-hour response times here where I live. So I don't know what kind of situation you're going to be in where you can be like, hey, time out on this, guys. I have to wait for the police before we can continue. So um, your safety is your responsibility. Your family's safety is your responsibility. Why don't you man up a little bit and understand that it's not the government's job to protect you? They do offer services that protect you. However, it's your job to protect yourself. Take life by the horns, man up a little bit, put a little hair on that chest, and say, hey, if something happens where I need to protect myself, I'm going to take steps to protect myself. And I'm not going to expect the government to do everything for me. Guys, thanks for watching. I just wanted to make this real quick and short just to, because I haven't uploaded anything to the CCW series for a little while. But let's hear your opinions in the comments. Are you pro CCW? Are you against it? I think everybody should have it. I think it should be a lot easier to obtain, like a driver's license. If you have it in one state, you've met the requirements, and it's recognized throughout the country. I don't think states should have the ability to say that, okay, California's training doesn't match Nevada's training, so we're not going to recognize. It makes it a real legal loophole, not loophole, but a real legal minefield when you're traveling, when you're with your family, doing road trips and things like that. What states can I go in? What states can I go in with the gun? Like, what do we have to do with the gun when we cross state lines? Like, all these laws just make it harder for law-abiding citizens to stay in compliance and without getting caught up. So let me hear your comments. I'm sure this is going to be a controversial topic. Let me hear your comments below. Let me hear what you think. I'd love reading your guys' comments, and I respond to as many of them as I can. Let's have some good conversation below, and thanks for watching.